Dear students, in today's session, we are going to see a new lesson, sound. In this lesson, we are going to see how is sound produced, how it travels, and what are the sources needed to produce sound, and we, the human beings, how do we produce sound? Come, let us see it. Okay. Just imagine the world without any sound. How do you feel? It can be good for few minutes without sound, but maybe the silence is needed during meditation and prayer time. But in our life, most of the times we are in busy world. We are hearing sound in the form of music or noise. Am I right? Yes. Okay, how is sound produced? I am speaking. Now you can hear my voice, how it is happening. Okay, sound is produced when the object vibrates. For example, I have a spoon and metal plate. I have a spoon and a metallic plate. If I am striking, means if I am striking, you can hear the sound. So, in which are the ways we can produce sound? By striking or playing with the strings in the musical instruments, or hitting with each other. And also, have you noticed the sound produced will be more high if it is with metallic items, because solids are good conductor of sound also. And suppose if I am striking these two plastic items with each other, here also sound can be produced, but the sound volume is less. Okay, dear ones. So now we have seen in which are the ways sound can be produced and what is sound. Next we can see what are the things needed to hear the sound. Three things are needed. One is a vibrating object. Second one, there should be a medium. Medium means air or water or maybe some other things. And another one, ear. If we are deaf, can we hear the sound? What is happening in the world? Certainly not. Am I correct? Yes. If one is missing in these three things, we cannot hear the sound. Okay. How we can produce sound? Now let us see it. While we speak, the organ, one of the organ in our body gets vibrated, that is voice box or larynx. Just keep your finger here and you can see there while speaking there is a vibration also. Please touch your larynx or voice box here, and you can see there will be vibrations. Okay. How it is happening? Let us see. When the lungs force air through the slit that is present, the vocal cords, here the vocal cords vibrate and producing sound. Muscles attached to the vocal cords can make the cords tight or loose. When the vocal cords are tight and thin, the type or quality of voice is different from when they are loose and thick. You could have noticed the voice of girls is soft, but for the boys it will be rough. This is the reason for them. It is an activity. I have taken 6 glasses filled with a different amount of water in each glass tumbler. There is a scale with me. Now I am going to gently tap each one. Have you heard different sounds? Yes. Here, the sound produced is pleasant and soft also. So it is pleasant for our ears to hear. The same thing is followed in musical instrument. You could have seen in guitar there are many strings. Each strings produce different sounds. Yes. So dear ones, sound plays an important role in our life. Just imagine ourselves if we are deaf, how we feel. Is it? So, let us enjoy the nature producing sound. Either it is musical instrument or birds or animals. Let us enjoy with our ears. The next one is sound needs a medium to travel. For example, you the students could have done this activity by taking 2 plastic cups and connecting with wire. If one person is speaking from one side, then another person can speak from here. So that shows that sound waves travels through the medium. But if, for example, when we on the bell, it will ring. If you keep the same bell into water, now if you are making them to ring, the sound produced will be less. At the same time, if you are keeping the same bell inside the vacuum means completely the air present is removed. There we cannot hear the sound. Sound needs a medium to travel. Without the medium, the sound cannot travel. The astronomers, when they are in the space, they cannot hear the sound because there is no medium there. And in which medium it can travel very fast? In solid, sound will travel very fast. Then less in liquid, then very less in gaseous state. Okay, now we can see how can we hear the sound with the help of our ears. Have you thought anytime some sound is pleasant for our ears, some are not? Why? What is the reason? That means when the vibrating body is vibrated with certain regular intervals, the sound will be pleasant and soft. And some sounds are unpleasant. That means the student, those who are shouting in the classroom, are loudspeaker sound. Then the songs when you are hearing in high volume, those are unpleasant for our ears. Sometimes it will damage our ears also. Okay. So here the vibrating object is getting vibrated in regular interval of time. Same thing for in the case of the girls, the larynx, voice box, it is vibrating fast and with regular interval of time. But for the boys, their voice is very rough, because the reason, the correct reason is the vibration will be less per minute. Okay, now when the sound reaches our ear, it passes through a canal, and at last there is a membrane. It is called ear drum. Ear drum is like a form of stretched rubber band. Then the sound waves, when it reaches there, it makes it to vibrate. Then eardrum send vibration to the inner ear. From there, the signal goes to the brain. The brain interprets the signals. So this is what, and this is which sound, and it sends the message to us. Then we can identify. So this is the thing and everything. Okay, this is what happening inside our ear to hear the sound from the vibrating object. Okay, dear ones, in today's class you have learned what is sound, how it travels, and also how we can produce the sound, and how can we hear the sound. The remaining things we can see in the next class.